Well, Hyderabad won the toss at their home and decided to bat first, something that has worked really well for them. It's worked like a charm, in fact. But not today, because as I said, it is when an unstoppable force collides with an immovable object, and today the immovable object has not been moved. I mean, the Rajasthan bowling.
Yep, and good to see, I think, in a tournament where the expectation is that the ball will be smashed to all parts.
Yeah.
I think it's good to see when the bowlers hold sway. And in looking at the pitch, we've got to speak about that, actually, because I think that's been the difference, and that they've turned up, and whilst expecting conditions where they might be able to tee off, it's not quite been like that. It's turned for the spinners. Ashwin was fantastic in that power play.
Yeah.
It's a wonder, actually, that he didn't get a wicket, but applied enough pressure at the start and kept Head and Abhishek quiet, which is not something if many, have done it through the tournament.
That's been a tough thing to do. It was a very low power play. It was 37, which is what they usually get in 1 over, but they got it in 6 this time. It was a poor power play for them. But then Travis Head has just really a couple of sixes in the 9th over to UZ Chahal, and then Ashwin's got a bit of stick in the 10th as well. So they're up to 75 for 2. And it's not very often that you say that Hyderabad has come up to 75 for 2. That's just how good the Rajasthan bowling has been. And when you look down that bowling analysis, just all of them. I mean, you open with Bolt, and on the other side, Ashwin. Ashwin picked up the newer ball. We thought he would against Head, and he was just spectacular. Look at that, 6.66, the devil's number. He has been the devil in the power play today for Hyderabad.
in the pink sea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we said at the start of the game, that was the combination we'd expected, that you'd have Bolt and you'd have Ashwin. And why? Because, yes, they've done well. Why do they do well? It's because one swing from Bolt, and he swung it quite nicely, and it did present difficulty to both those batters as they were trying to get at him to hit through the line. But the ball deviating means that it's a little bit more difficult to do. Then Ashwin, such good control of length and also of, just of speed and drift and drop in the air. Tall guy, so he's able to do that. Batter's not quite able to get to him. Even though Abhishek ran and managed to hit him for 6, you can't do it all the time because he is going to get past you some of the time on a pitch that does offer some turn. And once it was offering turn, then you couldn't just go dancing down the track. So from here, how many to get? It's still going to be one of those cat and mouse scenarios. One, how deep can Travis Head go into this innings? And how does Klaasen go coming in? What do they bowl at him? If there's more spin to bowl at him, does he take it on a pitch that's turning as it is, look for those short ones to hit for 6? Or does he have a lot of trouble? If they get to about, I reckon, 185, then I reckon it's more than a good score, that.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to have much spin left because Ashwin's bowled 3. I think Chahal's bowled 2, but may just be bowling his 3rd soon. So they won't have that much spin left. And remember, Rajasthan have only gone in with the 5 bowlers. So they've got a lot of variety in there, but no surprises that can be thrown at Hyderabad. So yeah, they will be looking at Klaasen especially, and how long can Head stay there. But don't forget Nitish Reddy. He looks a little stuck right now, 12 for 12. But we've seen him go through the gears as well and him bat at max speed. So yeah, they'd be looking at getting definitely 100 in the back 10, and knowing Hyderabad and the firepower they have, if they can get 120, 125 in the back end, then there will definitely be advantage Hyderabad on this pitch.
You would say, though, this bowling attack and how good they have been, they'd be disappointed if they leaked 100 in the back end. So what we're looking at is somewhere around 170. And even if they get to 170, that's the batting side having done decently. And it depends who. If you have a combination of Klaasen and Head, then that 125 you're talking about is very possible because they generally dominate. But if it's one and others, then perhaps they get 85 and 90. And that's by batting well, by the way.
Because after the strategic timeout, overs 9, 10 and 11, the Hyderabad batters have managed to get 36 there. So I think they've had a chat in that timeout and gone, oh, this is not good enough. So we need to. So they're looking at it, they're capable, but they're up against, as I said, an immovable object. Let's see who comes out on top at the end of the 20th over. We, of course, will be here to talk about it on Cricbuzz Live. So do join us then, is all we have for you now on Cricbuzz Comm Box. We're going to sign off now and with a thumbs up, or what are we doing? I lost it again. Bye.